Hey Aquarius, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. It's been a hot minute since we've done some readings, promising to get back to it at a consistent basis. I wanted to pop in and do some love readings for you for January 2025. So, moving forward, what can we expect, or what are you going through with regard to love? As you can see, I pre-shuffled and I drew cards from several different decks, a couple of which both Mio and I have made and have available through Souls and Stardust podcast. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, Aquarius. So when I drew cards for you, I was asking what the wisdom was for you with regard to love in 2025, especially for January. But whenever you come across this reading, be sure to pay attention because time doesn't really mean anything. It just happens that I'm reading in January, but it could be relevant to you whenever you watch this. So what did we come up with first? We have the Fates and we have Clean It Up. The Fates is a card about allowing things to happen as they will. You have no control over what's going on. This is karma. It's acceptance that things are, that there are things that you can't change, and also knowing what those are. So this is about letting other people be who they are. This is about you being who you are. This is about letting other people be who they are. You can't change them. You can't control it. You can't direct it in any way. This is fascinating because I kept getting the message of surrender when I was thinking about you, Aquarius. And I have an Aquarius moon and I am being worked over big time right now in terms of lessons about acceptance and surrender. So this is your challenge right now. This energy is a challenge for you to accept the people around you as they are and trying not to make it otherwise in order to suit you. That's codependency, right? That's being, low-key manipulative to keep yourself comfortable. You have to come to the space of realizing like things are the way they are because of who the people are that are in the situation. And it's time to take a look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so that you can remain in relationship or be comfortable in relationship, as opposed to really enjoying or accepting the person for who they are and what they bring to the table. Whatever it is, Aquarius, this is energy of allowing things to happen as they will between you, and maybe even digging deep within yourself to look at what you are uncomfortable about. Why would you want somebody to change? Why are you feeling so rigid about how things should be happening? What do you need to let go of here? What do you need to be open to unfolding in order for it to probably be the best version of what you need, or opening up space for something better to come in, something that you hadn't even imagined. This is also a lesson about loving unconditionally, that acceptance, that surrender, but also understanding like this card is about fate. It's about paths crossing, and it's about things happening because it was, I want to say the word ordained or preordained, right? Like it had to happen this way in order for the lessons to play out. And I think Spirit wants you to understand that there are a lot of things you can't control. We still have to go through it in order to learn the lessons. So keep asking yourself, what is this teaching me about me? What do I need to be paying attention to in order to learn the most from this situation? Or what am I missing? What am I resisting? I always ask that question myself. Why am I resisting something? Why does this feel difficult? This card too, Clean It Up in reverse. This is about getting to the core of a situation, right? So digging deep, asking yourself those important questions like, what's really going on here? Why am I having trouble surrendering or accepting things as they are? Why do I want to change things? Why am I resisting? This card, Clean It Up, is about really paying attention to, are you focusing too much on other people right now? And should you be focusing more on cleaning up your own stuff, right? Are we projecting our stuff onto somebody else and expecting them to be something that they're not because it better suits us and our comfort level? If that's the case, we have some work to do. This is perhaps, it could also be trying to be too helpful. Are you trying to save somebody from themselves? Are you trying to learn the lessons for them? This is really about taking on your own burdens and wrestling with your own burdens, cleaning up your own stuff, and letting these other people clean up theirs, right? Letting them see what healing they need to do in order to show up to a relationship in a healthy way. Doesn't mean you can't have a hard conversation or two about what's going on, but this is about not cleaning up somebody else's mess and staying on your own side of the street right now. Clean up your own mess. And that's not saying, Aquarius, that you're a mess, although you may feel like one right now because the energy is super intense. This is about making sure that you address what's yours and you allow the other person to address what's theirs. And if they, if they're capable, they will, right? That's what relationships are about. And coming to this place of like love, right? Just coming to the situation with love and saying, hey, this is what's important to me. I want to know what's important to you. I'm going to work on my stuff. Here's what I hope to accomplish with you. Will you meet me there, right? So cleaning up your side of the street, clean up your own shit, but knowing that you're going through this because you have to. It's teaching you a lesson. It's teaching you both a lesson, but it was definitely fated, right? Like this had to happen in order for you to learn some lessons here. Let's see what else. I'm a little bit congested, so please, bear with me. So I pulled from Tarot. Okay, so you're tired as fuck. Aquarius, you're tired. You are tired. You need rest. This is respite. This is needing to, rest your heart and your mind. It's the Four of Swords, so that's mental energy. It's cognitive energy. It's like taking a rest from your mind, letting your heart heal. This is the card that comes right after a broken heart, right? So you may have been going through some tough stuff and you just need to come back to you. You need to rest. You need to meditate. You need to find clarity through stillness. No pushing forward right now. This is the card of rest. And Nine of Cups, okay, this is good stuff coming, but you have to be able to see what it is that you need to do to clean up your shit. You also need to rest. Like active healing is super exhausting and stressful. Just know that as you rest, as you're doing your healing work, as you rest and take care of yourself, as you come back to your own soul essence, you reap the benefits of these full cups of emotion. The Nine of Cups is so full of emotion. That's like wishes fulfilled. It's not the Ten of Cups, but it's pretty damn close. And it's so like, look at, she's bursting from the heart space, right? And this is a beautiful, like standing over a box of treasure. This is a beautiful energy of like fullness and fulfillment. Like good things are coming. You're going to have that full cup of emotion. But this is also paired with the Hierophant. This is tradition. It could be religion, but this is like traditional, conventional, like pathways toward enlightenment. You see the staircase to enlightenment, and he's jubilant, like he's laughing, but he's also sitting in lotus position. He's come to some kind of enlightenment. This could be like you learning some new stuff. You could be having a spiritual awakening in this process. You could be coming back to your spiritual self after resting and after being kind of derailed through whatever kind of heartache or hardship. It could be a spiritual teacher, or you could stumble across some kind of work, piece of literature, poetry, a course you're taking. You may have an epiphany through meditation or prayer that allows you to come back to yourself and have this awakening of sorts to yourself again. So Spirit's telling you got to take care of yourself. You got to clean up your stuff. Know that what you're going through right now is what you're supposed to be going through, and whoever you're going through with it is likely a soulmate. We're going to see what the other cards say. I'm going to pull up this one. This is a new deck called the Shaman's Dream that I got. Oh, look at this. I want to say this is a dragonfly? Sky dancer. I would imagine it's winged creatures, right? It looks like a dragonfly. Look at it says surrender. The card says surrender, which is what I had said I was getting, like the energy of surrender. Okay, let's see. Your girlfriend's no BS. Oh my God. Okay, so heal the old shit so you can make room for the new. What did I say? This is respite. This is healing. This is cleaning up your stuff. This is being very aware that you need to come back to your soul essence. But we also got friend zone. This connection feels platonic. And that could be because you've hit this like stride with this person where there may be a little bit of separation or disconnect. And right now you have to focus on coming back to you, and they need to, you could just feel disconnected. Like the intensity, the chemistry, the connection is, has muted itself for whatever reason, because you both need to do some work, right? Doesn't mean it will be that way forever. In fact, I'm going to pull one more and just see what can they look forward to. What can Aquarius look forward to in this connection? Okay, someone needs to be pretty honest with themselves or each other. What else? That could just be someone's afraid to speak their full truth about what they're feeling. Doesn't mean anyone's lying. Could just be they're afraid to use their words, or they're not being as honest with themselves about how they're showing up or taking responsibility for their part in the relationship. Okay, we've got this is romantic as fuck. Okay, that's good. That's energy of like continuing. That's the energy of reigniting. But we also have some connections aren't meant to be forever. And that's okay too. For some of you, this could be how you're realizing patterns that need to be broken. What you might, it's still a faded connection where you're learning a lot of lessons. So for some of you may be walking away, but for some of you, you may reignite whatever it is that you feel like you've lost. You're coming back around, and both things can be true. You're reading for several people here. And let's see what this one is. This is another love deck that I have. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So this could be a situation where if someone's not being completely honest, you could be dealing with an avoidant person here who has, pulled away because they're scared. And they may not be completely honest about what they're thinking or feeling. This could actually be you too, right? You may have more feelings for somebody than what you're actually letting on, and that's okay. The important thing is you address what it is that feels like is causing you resistance. Okay, Aquarius, here's your affirmation. You're a beautiful soul. Aquarius, you're a beautiful soul. Tell yourself this often. All right, January vibes. This feels tough, Aquarius, but I promise you it's going to get better. You have that Nine of Cups there. That's wishes fulfilled. That's good stuff coming. That Hierophant is all about enlightenment and awakening. You're going to get there, okay? I'm loving you hard. We will talk to you soon.